Hello and welcome to this week's look at the market. Before we go through Beyond platform, I'm just going to briefly read a disclaimer. Please feel free to read along as well. Beyond Trader LLC is strictly a research publishing firm. The information we publish is based on our opinions plus our quantitative models, statistical and financial data, and independent research. This service is not registered with any financial regulatory agency such as the SEC or any other organization or governmental body. By using our platform or our services, you acknowledge that we do not provide a personalized recommendation or advice. Alternative asset classes are volatile investments and carry significant risk. Please do your own research before making any financial decisions. Okay, so as mentioned at the start of the video, I'm going to be going through our platform today and what's going on after the crypto market crash and see if we can see any signs of what might be about to go down next. So moving into the crash itself, Biyond Atlas was trending down. As you know, this is an inverse indicator, so it had been trending up for a while, and then it started to turn down as Bitcoin made its way above 120,000. But it started to obviously crash over the last couple of days, and it's moved upwards about 40 points as Bitcoin has moved down. So at the moment, we've got a bearish leaning for Biyond Atlas. So next week, we really need to see that start to turning lower, or the bearish momentum will start to continue. If we have a look at Biyond Vanguard, you can see that we've got a cluster of orange, which is very much in keeping with the price. And obviously, this is a lagging indicator in terms of the closes on the 3-day and the 1 week. So I can see from our 2.0 Vanguard model on TradingView that we're going to close the week in orange. And I very much expect that the 3-day is going to be something similar. So overall, we've got a cautious to bearish outlook there. So I think with that said, let's see if there's any glimmers of hope in terms of the long versus short ratio. So in terms of retail, retail are still going long after the wholesale short bias recently, which really encouraged the move higher. So all the while that they're remaining long, of course, we have the potentiality to go down. But what's interesting is that we've started to see the positioning of the top margin accounts on Binance. They're starting to become much more bullish, and they've started buying quite aggressively around the 110 area. So this is supposed to be the smart money. So this is very encouraging in terms of if there's going to be any type of price bounce. And I thought what might be a good idea, obviously, Ethereum and Bitcoin held up the best during the recent decline. So why don't we have a look at what's going on for the top traders for Ethereum? And they're currently positioned for a bounce to around $4,000, which isn't obviously as sizable as we're seeing on Bitcoin, but I think it'd be very welcome in terms of stabilization. Looking at our other indicator, Beyond Challenger. So Beyond Challenger gave a sell signal last week on the daily time frame, which was very powerful on Tuesday, and that played out pretty much, caught the top as it was perfected, and then we've obviously got the pullback from there. So the daily is around about 6 days away from giving a buy signal. By the way, we had an 8-hour buy signal today, and now we're maybe a couple of sessions away from a 12-hour buy signal. So really, we'd like to see the daily buy signal maturing before we feel comfortable that we can see a sustainable bounce. And obviously, going into next week, Atlas and Vanguard have given false buy signals at the start of this week, which was very frustrating indeed. But Challenger is very much on form at the moment. So as always in trading, we stick with what is in form at the moment and giving out the best results. So we're keeping a close eye on Challenger. And if we have a look at Challenger specifically, I think it's interesting to note that a number of coins in the altcoin space are just a day or so away from giving out buy signals. These would include, some of the reasonably higher cap names out there. And if you want to get a bit of a snapshot from that, you can see that through our distribution index, which lets you know what percentage of daily buy signals are coming out there. And we can see that about 16% are just a day or so away from daily buy signals. And we can see the largest clusters there is really the neutral, which is kind of suggesting, that we're not that close from a broad-based 12-hour signal. But, on the 1 day, we can see 16% and 19.7% on the 60 and 80. Obviously, the closer we get towards 100, the the closer we're getting to those buy signals in terms of days. In the sell signal on the daily, we can see no, but around 50 in that kind of neutral territory there. So interesting information heading into next week, and let's hope that the professional traders or the top trader margin balances are correct, and also we're going to be aided by a buy signal in Challenger in the coming days. So yeah, thank you very much. Don't forget to check out our website and the ongoing quant models, how they're positioned, and I'll see you again next week.